chance, I shouldn't be standing before you guys right now. So we're going to get it done Saturday night. It's going to be a tough fight. I'm ready for it. You know, I've prepared for these moments, not in the last 8 weeks, the past 23 years.
Did the debate, the controversy bother you when you went back to the drawing board with Virgil?
What? Oh, what?
The debate of the first fight, the controversy, the fact that many thought Kovalev had won?
There's many that thought Andre Ward won, too. You know, that's how you want to look at it. So there's been controversy and debates when I won by 10 rounds. So I get it, you know. I don't get caught up in that stuff, man. Trust me, if I felt like I lost, you guys wouldn't have to look for me. I'll find you, and I'll be the first to say, man, I tip my hat to him, and I didn't perform well. And I didn't perform at my best, and we won. It was a close fight, but I earned the victory.
What will be different this time?
A better start for sure, and you know, just all around, man. You're just gonna see a different guy, the legs, just a selection of punches. You know, I let him off the hook a lot in that first fight. You know, certain times I had him in position and didn't get off, and I'm not happy about that. You know, and I can't let him off the hook this time. If I have him in position or have him in a compromised position, I got to get off and let him know what time it is.
A lot's been spoken by Sergey Kovalev, and he walks off this stage. What do you read into his mind ahead of battle?
The same thing I've been telling you guys, man. You know, he's a bully, period. And he took his bat, he took his ball, and he went home. To me, that's weakness. That's weakness. It's not everything, but it's weakness, and it's something that's notated. It's been notated, and I've been telling you guys this stuff over the last couple months. And you know, you keep getting examples of it.
Some are saying Kovalev early or Ward on points, but could it be Ward early this time? Could you have a special surprise for us?
You got to tune in, man. You got to tune in.
Look forward to it. Thanks.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Andre, you mentioned that Don't says hi.
Tell him I said hello.
So we got the boxing questions for you now.
What did you learn from your opponent from the first fight?
It's pretty much what I thought. He's a good fighter. He's not just a decent puncher. Like, he's got skill. You know, we knew that. You know, by watching the tape, you don't win a championship and fight the level of competition that he's fought. He's fought pretty much the best of the best in the division, just like I did at super middleweight for a long time, defended his belt. So he's a really quality fighter. So it wasn't really anything that I wasn't expecting. You know, a lot of people make a big deal about the knockdown. He just caught me with a good shot. It was a single shot, and that's my fault for being exposed and making that mistake. But other than that, it was nothing major.
And how did you prepare in your training for the rematch?
I mean, first and foremost, it starts in the mind. You know, you got to make up your mind long before you start training what you're trying to accomplish and what you're trying to do. When I look at the fight, you know, and I tend to do this, you know, I can pick my performance apart a lot. You know, there's a lot of situations where I could have did a lot better. I think they got my best. They didn't. Just angles, punch selection, and just situations when I had him in a compromised position and didn't get off, and I let him off the hook. And I can't do that this time.
How's the fight going to play out Saturday?
It's going to be a dominant performance, man. And it's going to be stands in this fight. He's going to fight. You know, he's going to try to get his point across. I believe he means what he's saying. And it's my job to turn him away early and let him know it's not happening.
Hey, Dre, you mentioned, it's just a follow-up, you mentioned don't be surprised if you stop him this time around. Where's that coming from? Why do you feel that this time around you will have the ability to be able to stop him this second time around?
I mean, the ability was there the first time around, but, you know, I got to make it happen. I got to put myself in a position to make that happen. And, you know, if he gets careless, he can run into one shot and he can get in trouble. But for him to, you know, there's a lot of ways to stop a guy. And, you know, it's a succession of events. You know, you got to take his mind first. You got to discourage him first. And then physically, that starts to take its toll. So those two combined, now he's got some tough decisions to make.
Now you got the cogwheels turning on my end. So you said take his mind away. We saw a little bit of that up there with him rushing out and with the things going on. So was this part of like the Grandmaster plan with you guys?
I didn't know he was going do what he did, but you know, I'm just not with the disrespect, man. Like, you know, it's one thing for both sides to have an opinion about the fight. You know, his side is obviously gonna ride for him, mine is gonna ride for me. But don't point your finger in my direction. Don't point your finger in my face. Respect my space, and we good. Outside of that, I'm not taking it. Simple as that. Appreciate y'all, man.
Sorry, Andre.
Hey, Andre.